Hello all, welcome back to Dipforia, where I dip for fun. Today I am going to demonstrate Modelones, nice little travel kit that I purchased through Amazon, and I will leave this in the description box. Also today, I think it is going to be a spring forward mani, since we have sprung forward. And the equipment that I'm going to use today is going to be my Nail Surface Cleanse, lint-free white, possibly my Mia Secret Clear, my Well, orange wood stick, my ASP 100 180 nail file, just a round discus nail file. I have my brush, and this is my sparkle brush, my spoon for my Mia Secret Clear, and always going to round it out with my Beauty Secrets Cuticle oil. All right, I've already prepped my left hand, so we are all set to go. Okay, so in my Modelones kit, I get 6 colors, a nice little brush, extra brushes, which is always a good thing, and my 3 products. My number 1, my base, my number 2, my activator, and my number 3, my gel top. So today I have selected to use, these come in nice little jars, by the way. They are 0.42 ounces. So today I'm going to use 101, which is kind of like a violet color. 100, which is a white sparkle. And maybe, just maybe, I will use 105, which is a pink sparkle. And then the others we will just put to the side and get started with our spring forward mani. As always, I will leave everything down in the description box of the products that I have used today. I always just kind of rummage around my dip powder, but you can use a little orange wood stick to stir if you'd like. So we'll put this to the side just in case we need it. And I'm going to start with my number 1, my base. They all come with a nice seal protection. This is very pretty. Comes out kind of like a lavender, but it looks a little on the brown side in the actual jar. So here's my number 1, and as always, you want to make sure that you put a thin, even layer before dipping. You don't want too much. I always start about 3/4 down my nail bed, and then I push back towards my cuticle. You want to be careful not to get the base on your cuticle or your sidewall. And then we're going to dip in. And I always try to leave it for at least 10 seconds. Oops. Jars are very full. I'm going to tap off. Look at that. That's really pretty. And I have my orange wood stick in case, but it doesn't look like I've gotten anything really around the sidewall, maybe a little bit. And that's it. All right, I'm going to dip my others and come back. All right, so I've dipped just once, a couple of my fingers, and then on my middle finger, I'm going to use the pink sparkle. And on my ring finger, I'm going to use the white sparkle. Now, the one thing I do is I like to wait a few minutes before I dust off, just because I want to make sure that it sets onto the nail, okay? And what I'm going to do is I will dip 3 times. You can dip 2 to 3 times. It's really just your preference. But these colors seem to be a little on the light side, so I want to make sure that I have a really nice color base before I start to do my filing. All right, so I'm going to go and dip everybody and come back. All right, so after seeing the color after 2 dips, I decided to stick with 2 dips. Very pretty. Those sparkles are really beautiful. Of course, I have sparkles everywhere now, but I'm going to try it with just the 2 and see how it comes. I'm going to now use my number 2, which is my activator. Oh, actually, no, I forgot, see? I am going to use my Mia Secret, and I am going to do a little dip on these sparkle fingers so that when I go to file, I do not lose all my sparkle. So let's get that. And I just use a couple of spoons. Should be enough. This way I can just get rid of that after I do my sparkles. There's my number 1, my base. Again, you want to make sure you put nice, even, not too much, not too thick. Wipe off my brush. And as always, if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe. And you can follow me on Instagram at Dipforia. Okay. Do this one. Those sparkles are really amazing. So far I'm giving 2 thumbs up to Modelones for their dip powders and their liquids. Okay. All right, so you can see I have the Mia Secret Clear, and I'm going to give that a couple minutes to set and dust off, and then come back and activate. All right, so now I'm ready to do my activator, and that is number 2 with Modelones. And when you do the activator, I always make sure that I allow it to dry at least 2 to 5 minutes, probably more on the 5-minute side. You really want that to be dry. And again, just kind of even, nice layers, just like you're doing with the base and your top coats. And just applying it to all 5 of my fingers as well as my free edge. And then after this is all set and dry, I'm going to go in with my E-File. Now I only did the 2 dips, but even when I do the 3 dips, I do notice that I usually don't have really too much to file. And again, that takes a lot of practice. And it's about really putting on those thin, even layers. which doesn't add too much bulk. Now, I don't have to ever build up my apex. As you can see, I have a pretty good natural apex. Some people do not, and so they have to apply the dip just a little bit differently, starting more, they have to kind of build that apex by starting like 3/4 of the way and building as they go. All right, so I'm going to let this dry up, and I'm going to know it's dry when I can take a tool and tap on it. And see, you didn't hear the click, so it's not dry yet. So we're going to let it dry for at least 2 to 5 minutes. And we'll be back after we're filed and ready to top coat. Okay, so now I have used my e-file and have done all my filing. I am still extremely new with an e-file, so I put it on its lowest setting, and I really just take my time because I'm not confident enough to go crazy, if you will. So now I'm going to use my Nail Surface Cleanse Gelish before I go to put on my top coat. And this is just to take the extra dust and stuff off of your nails that comes from doing the filing. And all you do is put a little bit on your lint-free white and rub it across your nail. You just want to get that excess dust off. Sparkles, whatever's looming out there. Look at how pretty that sparkle is. Let's see the pink. Oh, look at that pink. Now that's really pretty. Just get this all off. Make sure there's nothing left, no pieces of lint or wipe. All right. Got lots of sparkles everywhere. All right, so this is what it looks like before the top coat. And again, we just want to make sure that we get all that extra added dust off so that when we go to put the top coat on, it doesn't contaminate it. And we'll get started putting on that top coat. All right, so this is number 3. This is the gel top coat by Modelones. The bottles are small, but it is a travel kit. I imagine they probably have some other bottles that are larger if you buy them separately. And just like the base coat and the activator, you want to make sure you're putting on those nice, thin, even layers. And let's see what it looks like. It came out more like a mauve. I don't know if you can really see that color coming up in there. Can you see that color? That's pretty. And we are going to do 2 top coats. After this one dries, we are going to apply a second. And you want to always make sure you get it at the tips as well. Look at that. Look at that white sparkle. That's pretty amazing. Let's see the pink sparkle. I used to think the activator was my favorite part. I'm starting to think I really enjoy that top coat when you get to see how beautiful those colors are. Look at that. So again, I would say 2 thumbs up, absolutely, for Model 1. Great colors, nice powders. They're not too thin. They're really just the right consistency. So I really did enjoy using this kit. Look at how pretty. And my last one. And then we're just going to let it dry for a few minutes before we put on the second top coat. But already you can just see how beautiful those colors are. All right, let's give it a couple minutes to dry and come back. All right, I'm ready to put on my second top coat. And as always, I want to thank you for stopping by and watching my channel. Again, if you like the video, please hit the like button and feel free to subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram at Dipforia. Second coat going on, really pretty. 2 thumbs up again for models 1 or model 1. Everything I purchased for this kit, I purchased through Amazon, so I'll leave the link in the description box below. And if you have any suggestions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. If there's something you would like me to demonstrate, I'm always willing to give that a try. And once this second top coat is dry, I'm going to follow up with my cuticle oil because they get pretty dry after doing all of that filing. Look how beautiful. Those are beautiful colors. Again, this is Dipforia, where I come to dip for fun. I'm not a licensed technician, and this video is really just based on my opinions of the products that I'm using. I want to thank you all. In the meantime, be well and be safe.